Hi friends, I have another story for us about the zoo. Okay, this is called A Sick Day for Amos McGee. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning when the alarm clock changed, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he ambled out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. Next stop, City Zoo. The bus driver would call, 6 a.m., right on time, he'd reply. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. Run races with the tortoise, who never ever lost. He would sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy. Lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. And at sunset, read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day, Amos woke up with sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back up again, and said, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to be going to work today." He didn't feel too good. Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephant arranged his pawns and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. "Where is Amos?" the animals wondered. Later that day, oh no, what are the animals doing? Yeah, they're leaving the zoo. Do animals leave the zoo? They're lined up at the bus stop. What bus did they get on? The number 5 bus. Good job. Hooray! My good friends are here. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. "I'm too tired to run races today," said Amos to the tortoise. "Let's play hide and seek instead." The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath the covers. Amos yawned. "I could use a nap." The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. Achoo! Amos woke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. "I'm beginning to feel better, thank you," said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. "Perhaps we share a pot of tea." Amos wound his alarm clock. "It's getting late," he said. "After all, we have a morning bus to catch." So Amos said good night to the elephant, and good night to the tortoise, and good night to the penguin, and good night to the rhinoceros, and good night to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out. the light. And look, they're all curled up sleeping on Amos's bed. That was a fun story, friends. I have some pictures that I'd like to show you of the animals at a zoo. What animal is that? Yeah, it's a zebra. What about this one? An alligator. Good job. Walruses. Oh, who's this? King of the jungle. The lion. Roar. Who do we have here? A tiger. He's all crouched down, ready to pounce. What kind of bird is this? Do you know? Yeah, it's a peacock. A peacock. Oh, and here's another kind of bird. What kind of bird is that? Flamingos. Good job. And what's that? It's a hippo, a hippopotamus. That's in the water. Good job. And what's this? It's a rhinoceros. Good job. Can you see its horn right there? Yeah. What's this? It's a cheetah. Cheetah. Oh, and I like this one. An elephant. Very good. And this one. Giraffe. They're so tall. Look at that neck. Would you like to have a neck that tall? I don't know if I would. And these are chimpanzees. Yeah. It's another kind of monkey, but this one's called a gorilla. And then what's this one? It's a land tortoise. It's a tortoise. Big. And they can put their heads in. Look at that shell. That's big. That's way bigger than our turtle's shell here in our classroom, huh? All right, friends. Enjoy the zoo video book, and I hope it gets warm enough that we can start going to the zoos. Maybe.